Live on Stream It Sports NoCo, it's Northern Colorado High School football. This broadcast is brought to you by Jim's Wings, Northern Colorado's favorite wings since 1991. By Pedersen Toyota in Fort Collins, everything cars made easy. And by First Bank. Visit any of our convenient locations in Northern Colorado. First Bank, banking for good. And now for the play-by-play, here's David Haase and Randy McCoy.
Welcome to beautiful Fort Collins tonight. East Side bragging rights are at stake. Fort Collins Lambkins taking on the Fossil Ridge SaberCats. 5A football action here. I'm Randy McCoy along with my producer Cody McCoy. Double D, Dylan Danatel joining us tonight, a longtime associate, giving us the pictures tonight. And Cody, we've got a game that historically in every single sport is a fierce competition.
Yes, sir. Right down the street from each other. You said it right. Every sport, it's all about bragging rights, even if it's the beginning of the season. This is a game these kids always remember, and I guess now in basketball they only play once a year, so these matchups aren't as much as back in my day.
Yeah. Well, and it's you can see across the way the Fossil Ridge students have come out in full force. And we've got a nice crowd on this side, too, fighting another little football game going on up the street. But we're going to have some fun here from French Field. Fossil Ridge coming in with a record of 0-1. They got beat last week by Castleview. And Fort Collins won ugly, as they say, as they beat Rocky Mountain last week, 5A team. Fort Collins is a 4A team. This is not a conference game. And Fossil Ridge is a 5A team, but none of that really matters when they come together because this is a lot of these kids in middle school actually played on the same team. Most of the kids, a lot of them came from either Preston, or Kennard, or Bolts, or Lesher. So those are the four schools. So they've been playing against each other quite a while. And you can hear the bands here. You got the Purple Regiment from Fort Collins High School. Fort Collins, the oldest school in town. And I believe Dave Haase was in the first graduating class back in, I forget, early 1900s maybe. So anyway.
Same as Eric Freehoff,
yeah,
our other partner.
Yeah, he was the other. So anyway, we will take a break. We'll come back. We'll have the kickoff. Fort Collins, Fossil Ridge right here on Stream It Sports.
The last of our 2018s.
Toyota's national clearance event is the best part of summer.
And with super low APR financing and great lease deals, it won't last long.
Oh, I'm so excited.
You are not alone.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Mwah! Yes!
But my job.
Right now, get 0% APR financing for 60 months on a new 2018 RAV4, or get $2,500 cash back on RAV4. For great deals on other Toyotas, visit Toyota.com.
Save on the last of the 2018s. Come in today.
Toyota, let's go places.
After playing the game for many years, and I decided I could either watch from the couch or get on the field and become part of the game.
I became a judge because it was a natural transition from being a gymnast to coach, now judge.
I love the large crowds, the excitement of the game, and you know what? I got the best seat in the house.
Help these kids. Help this community. Become an official.
Pay your friends back before they pay you back. Zelle on the First Bank app. First Bank, banking for good.
Last of our 2018s.
Toyota's national.
And you can see right there the Harmony Cup, which is kind of what these two teams have decided to play for when they come together. And
sitting on the Fort Collins side this year.
Yes, it is, because Fort Collins beat them last year. It was a very close game. I expect a very close game tonight. If you look at the statistics, you would think that Fossil Ridge won last week because they've got a lot of the statistics. So, but they did not. They got, I think it was kind of an upset in my opinion. So we'll see who our captains are here. Kalen Moore, who is out, is one of the captains. Michael Rimmers. Jose Guerra. And Andrew Van Orden. See if we can see the Fossil Ridge as they walk off. Hard to see through.
32.
Okay.
75, I believe.
So 32 is Casey Knutson, no surprise there. And again, we'll try to get those for you. Number
46.
8, Ryan Ressler. 46, Sean Bauerfeind, who had a tremendous game last week. And Fossil wins the toss. And as everybody does nowadays, they want to play defense first, I believe, is what they chose, right? Heckman was the 6'4", 280-pound senior. Offensive lineman was the other captain. So anyway, we got our officials out in the middle. We saw typically early season, you'll see a few more penalties maybe than you will later season, Cody, but hopefully we get a well-played game, and that's what both coaches are looking for in this non-conference game. Would be a bigger deal for Fort Collins to beat the 5A team when it comes to playoff. But bragging rights and Fossil Ridge needs to win a game early.
Beautiful night here, Friday Night Lights.
Yeah, it's just been tremendous. We were up at Loveland last night watching that massacre of Loveland over Broomfield, 47-0. Unbelievable turn of events up there, and it was nice, and it is just beautiful tonight here at French Field. So we play 4 12-minute quarters here at Colorado High School football. Kicking off. Harger kicking off, freshman.
I guess he plays soccer if he's a freshman kicker.
Yeah, and he kicked it pretty well last week. So here we go, folks. Fossil Ridge, and they're going to do a containment kick. Number 7 getting to the outside. Nice run. That's Christopher Bauerfein, 187-pound sophomore. On the run, quarterback Sean Mosser for Fossil Ridge. Running back Chris Bauerfein. Wide receivers Mike Kravig, Niles Tilley, Garrett Burns, Jack Blomfelt. The tight end Zach Heckman, Hunter Johnson, Jack Wood, Edgar Flores, and Trey Zune is the offensive line. That's your starting lineup. Kept by Sean Mosser, 6'3", 200-pound junior.
Looked like an option play that I don't think if he handed off or chose to run, he wasn't going to get much out of it. Defensive line won the first battle there.
Run pass option, as they call it, and so we'll see. No huddle. Obviously, in high school, a lot of high school players don't even know what a huddle is.
That's old school.
Yeah, that is. Oh, wide open. Nice throw to Niles Tilley. 5'10", 171-pound senior, and I would expect him to have a really good year. But you're going to have a good year, Cody, when you're that wide open, aren't you?
Yes, sir. Nice play there. Froze the linebackers just for a second while that slant got open. Wide open for nice yardage.
1st and 10 now from the 49. Shotgun formation. And Bauerfein to the right, and he is stopped. Gain of about 2.
First few plays, your SaberCats have been trying to bounce to the outside. Nothing in the middle just yet, but still in the first series. A lot of play action, a lot of option.
Well, one of the things you notice, and we talk about this with Haase a lot, that huge difference in the size of offensive lines from the Denver teams, and who've got 3,000 students, and some of the teams up here. There's just not the
weight.
Yeah. Sweep. Number 17 gets outside, gets a first down.
Flag on the field.
Mike Kravik.
The play was over. That'd be kidding me. It was already fired.
See what the call is. I was looking the other way. We'll wait for the.
It was on the SaberCats. Block in the back, I believe. I also missed it.
Here it comes again. Yep. Or illegal use of hands. What?
Takes away a nice run there. They bounced outside once again. Got an opening. Really making those cornerbacks make a tackle.
Third down now. Loss of down on that. 3rd and 17. So huge penalty for the SaberCats. Boy, that's not what you want to do in the first quarter, and that's probably the kind of things that happened last week. Turnovers and penalties cost them the game last week against Castleview, so they're throwing side nice and close to the first down.
Another play action pass, trying to freeze those safeties and linebackers just for a second to get that receiver open. Nice.
Garrett Burns on the catch, and 4th and
inches.
Yes. Huge opportunity for both teams to kind of bow their neck and say, we own this thing. So it's 3rd and 1. I'm sorry. So they did not lose it down last time. I was looking at the scoreboard instead of the official. And there's a penalty.
I don't think they threw the flag.
Cannot imagine how they missed that, but
what a jump.
Okay, well, they lost 3 yards anyway, so fate had them. The left tackle,
someone
or guard, left a good 1 second early. But oh well. 4th down now.
And they're going for it. Well, hurry
about
up.
5. I don't know if they're going to try, and they're going to run the play. Pitch back to the running back, and he's going to throw it up. And he almost threw his flag, but he decided not to. 32, Casey Knutson.
Flag on in the backfield there.
Knutson lined up as a quarterback, and it went straight to him.
Use that lefty. No one thought he was going to throw it from that side.
And is a holding and declined, obviously. 1st down, Fort Collins Lampkins.
Good field position to start.
Quarterback will be Iverson. Iverson last week, 12 of 20 for 70 yards. Rimmers had 52 yards rushing as they beat Rocky Mountain 9-3. And even though they got the win, sure it was not a game that
Fossil looks a little lost
the epitome.
On defense here.
And nice D, 51-23. Number 5 on the carry, Bouchara.
Good pursuit by the D line there. The Sabercats looked a little lost there for a few seconds right before the snap, but good recovery.
O'Keefe. And who did I say, 51? Get those names, Jason Brockway. 2nd down, 14, loss of 4 on that play. Man in motion. Double wideouts to the right. Iverson hands off to, believe that's Rimmers.
Stuffed by 3.
Michael Rimmers, 5'9", senior, 161 pounds. Looked a little hesitant there, Cody, didn't he, when he got the ball?
Yeah, it looked like he was waiting for a defender to come to him instead of putting his shoulder down, keep those legs moving, and a good group tackle, gang tackle by the Sabercats to bring him down.
Absolutely no reason not to be at this game tonight. Got a volleyball update we'll give you here in a minute. From the Big E, Iverson back rolling to the right. Looking and looks like it's caught. There's a couple of coaches saying it wasn't, but
clean catch, but just about a
yard
short. 4th down. I see the big boys coming in on the O-line. I might bet some money that a run is happening.
Yeah, well, Iverson's big enough to run. He had 50 yards rushing. If I was coaching this team, I would just pull the old Tom Brady and quick count. And they're going to fake like they're going to kick, but just about guarantee you.
A little pooch kick.
Yeah, and great idea.
I think they didn't let a lot of people
stop.
in motion there.
Yep. Yeah.
But not, you got to have that
That looked like a Canadian Football League on steroids, didn't it?
Arena football.
Everybody was moving.
Get a running start.
Volleyball update. Lampkins volleyball from the Denver tournament. Collins 3, Air Academy 0. So Fort Collins, we got some volleyball teams in this town. Let me tell you, folks. Cody, you were over there the other night. Got to see possibly one of the best volleyball matches you'll see all year. Even though Chaparral won 3-1, every set was tight.
Yeah, first broadcast for me and my partner Samantha Peters, and Phil Mildren came down from Denver.
Yeah. Philip Mildren, our executive producer tonight. In all seriousness, shout out to David Haase, who
on assignment in a stadium in Denver.
In a stadium near you, Denver folks. Now they will have to kick it. And nice kick, actually, and gets a great bounce. Going to be down at about the 10. So Fort Collins kicks himself in the shin there and doesn't do it. So we'll take a quick break. We'll be back. You're watching Stream It Sports.
Pay your friends back. before they pay you back. Zelle on the First Bank app. First Bank, banking for good.
So we're back here. First down, 7:13 left here in the first quarter. First down from the 10. Mosser up the middle. Assuming it's Bauer fine. We'll I think that was Andy Sherrill on the carry. Want to make sure get these names right. And Sherrill again, he's going nowhere. Fort Collins tough on the D last week. Held Rocky Mountain, another 5A team, to 3 points, and at times you didn't know if it was their defense or just Rocky Mountain didn't have their offense quite together yet. So we'll see what they do here with the SaberCats, who have a little bit more of an offensive presence so far this year. And fake to Sherrill. Mosser with the keep, and he's going to be right at the first down marker. We'll see where they mark it. They're going to be about a yard short. Pickup of 9, and punt team comes in. 4th and 1, too deep in their own territory to think about a fake here. Number 32 to kick. It's Casey Knutson, the all-everything man. Nobody plays harder than Knutson, I can tell you that. Left-footed kick, great kick. Boy, he drives him back, and it's fumbled. I was going to say, somebody needs to get on that ball. Your natural tendency, Cody, is to put your hand up there and try to catch it, as opposed it's counterintuitive to think that you can just let it roll and it won't be anything. So the back man will probably get talked to by the special teams coach just to say, hey, let that go. Tremendous punt. Tremendous punt.
Booming. Flip the field for him.
Completely flipped the field. So far it's been a field position game. First down and 10 from the 25. Iverson in the shotgun. Rimmers in the backfield. Fake to Rimmers. And they were going to pass it. Broken play now. And Iverson is going to end up getting about 7 yards. Nobody for Fossil Ridge really took the initiative to come up and stop Iverson. So he ends up with, see where he's at, about 5 yards. He must have stepped out of bounds before he got hit.
Broken play made something happen.
Iverson came in last year. He's got a year experience. Mosser, first year as a starter. Iverson back. Oh, great bubble screen in the middle. Fossil Ridge covers it up, but not before there's a first down gotten.
And a ref almost got knocked out there.
Yeah, I love that play, Cody. Fossil Ridge has made that play famous by a lot of their wide receivers over the years. Many of them Corey Peter and Kravik did a few of those as well.
The idea of just getting that person the ball and giving them space to run, make a play, use their athleticism.
Love that play. First down, 36 now, and nothing doing there. And that's Rimmers, Michael Rimmers, 5'9", 161 pounds.
Good stuff there, able to get the pads of Iverson up. Let the rest of his teammates finish the tackle.
Second and 10, no gain on the play. Again up the middle, Rimmers, and he breaks through for the first down. Gain of 10.
think they'll give him the first down.
Knutson made probably a touchdown-saving tackle right there because Knutson was gaining momentum. And it is a first down. Move the chains. Talking about something down there with an official. I've got an equipment problem. So it's going to be, I think, maybe an official's timeout. So we'll take a quick timeout as well. No score here at French Field for Collins and Fossil Ridge.
The last of our 2018s.
Toyota's national clearance event is the best part of summer.
And with super low APR financing and great lease deals, it won't last long.
Oh, I'm so excited.
You are not alone.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Mwah! Yes!
But my job.
Right now, get 0% APR financing for 60 months on a new 2018 RAV4 or get $2,500 cash back on RAV4. For great deals on other Toyotas, visit Toyota.com.
Save on the last of the 2018s. Come in today.
Toyota, let's go places.
You're watching high school sports on Stream It Sports NoCo.
So we're back here. Nice break. It's nice up here, but it's probably hot down on the field with all that equipment. So that was a nice timeout. First down. Run up the middle. It's Caleb Reed on the carry. Fort Collins Lampkins have a way of doing things that the quarterback runs to the sideline for every play. So to play quarterback, you've got to be probably the best athlete on the field because and most of the time they've been that way. Flag in the back, either a motion or a hold. Or illegal motion, or yep, that's what it is. Legal formation. That will be a 5-yarder, I believe. And it is. That will bring up 2nd and 8 now from the, no, 2nd and 13 from about the 43.5-yard line. Slack out to the left. Pitch to wide to Remmers. Runs it to his own man. Nice hit. Number 9.
A lot of flags here in the first quarter.
Caden Dollar with the solid hit. We'll see if it was too solid. Look clean from here, but there's a lot of different calls. Now, personal foul. And folks, that is the new football that if you're too aggressive or don't do it exactly right, you will be called for it.
First down, Collins.
First and 14 now. Iverson back to throw, wide open and dropped. It was thrown a little bit behind him, but Vipando will tell you that he should have had that ball. So second down and 10 now. From the 39. And Rimmer's up the middle.
Another flag, my gosh. These refs really want to turn this into a 5-hour game.
Well, I would imagine that there's just a lot of details that some of these players aren't doing, but we'll see what this is here. Holding against the Lampkins.
Very pro flow of the game, so when the refs keep doing it.
Ball back now, the 49. So the Lampkins going forward, going backward, going forward, going backward. Second and 21 now from the 50. Iverson back. Another bubble screen. That's not going to make it this time. 37, Caleb Reed. Third and 21 now from the 50. Minute 41 left in the quarter. No score yet. Wide receivers to the right. 2 on each side. Reed in motion. Shotgun formation. Iverson with the quarterback draw. Gonna just try to get some of it back. Good runner. Gets all of it back but 10.
You could see he thought about sliding, but he said, I'm going to give my team a few more yards here.
Yep. Iverson had some good runs last week. Again, he had 50 yards rushing. That'll bring up fourth down and about 10. So you're right in the middle here where Coach Eric Rice, you really have absolutely no idea what he'll do. Fossil Ridge with a man deep. It's Tilly deep. So they're going to do a rugby style kick. It's going to go.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Oh, did he roll
You
it?
can't do it any better than that, folks.
The Lampkins doing a good job of betting the Sabercats.
That's Velpando or Vipando. Sorry. Brandon is his first name, which we know that name very well.
I think it's the second or third inside the 10 that Sabercats have had to start their possession.
$20 seconds left here. We'll see what Fossil Ridge does with this 20 seconds. Not going to take many chances. And Bauer find out. Oh, I'll tell you what. He had one man to beat. Bauerfein did, down to 16, and sweep to the right. I believe that's number 24 with the stop. Yes, it was number 24. It's Brelsic. Caleb. To the right now, and that's Kravick, senior. Mike Kravick with the sweep. First and 10, a couple of first downs in a row. So Fossil Ridge seems to have found their offensive groove here. Their back's up against the wall from the 3-yard line. They've come out and run 2 plays for 20 yards. Mosser in the shotgun. Double wides to the left, single to the right. Man next to him. And Bauerfein is going to go to the left now. Christopher Bauerfeind, and that's going to be the end of the quarter. So with our score knotted at 0, zeros on the board, it's going to be a 1st and 10 from the 33 coming up. Randy McCoy, Cody McCoy here with you. You're watching Stream It Sports.
Pay your friends back before they pay you back. Zelle on the First Bank app. First Bank, banking for good.
Here come the last of our 2018s.
Toyota's national clearance event is the best part of summer.
And with super low APR financing and great lease deals, it won't last long.
Oh, I'm so excited.
You are not alone.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Mwah! Yes!
But my job.
Right now, get 0% APR financing for 60 months on a new 2018 RAV4 or get $2,500 cash back on RAV4. For great deals on other Toyotas, visit Toyota.com.
Save on the last of the 2018s. Come in today.
Toyota, let's go places.
We're back here now. 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line. Fossil Ridge, man in motion. Kravick in motion. Up the middle to Sherrill.
Looks like he got the first down.
Another first down. 4 straight plays with a first down for these Fossil Ridge SaberCats, and all on the ground. Came in at 2 100-yard rushers last week.
Chains are a-moving.
Bauerfein had 161 yards last week. Knutson had 101, I believe. Almost offsides. Going to throw now right in the crease. Kravick in the crease. Nice throw. Kravick went out, Cody, about 8 yards and just sat down.
Came back. Cornerbacks didn't give enough pressure.
And there you go.
SaberCats continue to charge down the field. Best possession they've had thus far tonight.
Last week, Knutson had 103 yards, 6 for 16 for Mosser. He's going deep this time. He's got a man open. He's got him there. Touchdown! Niles Tilley. What a beautiful throw, Cody.
Right in stride.
I'll tell you what,
his
man.
Fingertips, but he held on to it. He blew by that man.
And the fans go crazy over there on the sideline for Fossil Ridge, and it's a blackout night. What a great call, too, until he just ran right by him.
They're setting it up, run, some short passes.
Yeah, great play calling by the Fossil Ridge OC. We'll get that, give some credit there if we don't know who that is, so we'll just give credit to Zach Bigelow, the head coach. Got offsides now on Fort Collins. What'd that remind you of right there, Cody? That remind you of Tyreek Hill running right down the middle of the
I think so.
for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Speed kills.
Yeah, and
Can't teach it.
There's just nothing you could have done about that because he just outran his defender.
And the safety. But a beautiful throw. He's got to put it right in his hands.
Yeah, and
in
he
stride.
did. And good. 7-0. Killian Jansen with the kick. Fossil Ridge wakes this sleepy crowd up and says, let's go. Lampkins have a couple of injuries that are key people in their offense, but they've also got some speed as well. So we'll see if the Lampkins can provide some of that and get this thing going for them. They had the ball, moved it down, it came back, and it moved it down, came back, and full of penalties. But Fossil Ridge with the nice throw by Mosser. Nice breeze coming through here. You hear the...
Maybe for you, you got the open window.
Oh, that's right. Well, you know, you can change that if you want to there, young man. We do have a Lampkin sighting down by the cheerleaders. We'll get a shot of that. Knutson with the kickoff. And coming to the...
Bounce outside.
Yep, and that's going to be all she wrote there. Going to call a penalty. Might have touched him. That was Van Meter on the return. Let's see what they're going to call here. Probably a block in the back, which is what's called on every single kick play in high school.
Even in the NFL, every punt, there's a block in the back.
Yep. Cody, I think we're going to get to a place where they just don't kick. There'll be a lot of punters and kickers.
It has been a discussion every year in the NFL.
Because every single play, it seems like you could call a block in the back on almost every play, and I think
punting, I think that will stay for sure just because of the field possession game, but the kickoff is they're seeing too many injuries.
Well,
now there's so many.
And if it's just going to go out of the end zone, why even do it?
Yeah, there's so many touchbacks now, so you're already going to the 20, 25-yard line. Is it worth hurting people? I mean, that's probably the number one play that people get carted off.
Watching that pro flag football, you know, and that's do some of that. Iverson going to keep the ball, go to the right, and he's going to be close to first down. Again, Iverson certainly big enough to run, 6'2", 173. And Fort Collins needs to get something going here. We expected a close game, and we're getting it. Live from French Field here on Stream It Sports. Iverson back to throw. Crossing, kind of a little slant coming from the outside to the inside. Nice throw, but a nice hit as well.
He had to slow down just a little bit to make the catch. Kind of set him up to get that
down.
hit.
Trying to see who caught that ball. 46 looks like. Sorry, guys. And that is Drew Knight.
Shout out to Jana McCoy, who's texting us, telling us to stop talking about the Chiefs.
Oh, well, you know.
We must be in the wrong town.
One little measly comment. Second down now.
Oh, that's right. We're in Bronco country around here, aren't we?
Maybe. Want to thank our other sponsor. We'll do that right after this play. These high school teams don't really give you a chance. Trips to the right. Going out to the right is Iverson.
Open man.
Throws behind him, but a nice catch.
Way to stop his body, come back, still had his hands out, and come down with the ball.
That's Schroyer. Merrick Schroyer, 5'10", 200-pound sophomore, as our man Mr. Kevin Westhouse used to say. 9:23 left here in the second quarter. And trying to get it Bisharo and cannot get outside. He's got killing speed. Bisharo, I believe he's the one that is the state champion triple jumper. If I'm wrong, I apologize, but I believe I remember that from last week. Fort Collins known as one of the top track and field schools in the state. Another pass over the middle and drop, not able to handle. Got a football score here. Rocky 3, Chaparral 0 into 1 quarter. So Rocky Mountain, after losing last week to these Lambkins, up on Chaparral 3-0 after 1 quarter. Thank you, Big E, for that. Again, we had an update on Collins. Collins over Air Academy, 3-0. Air Academy is High School of the Stars. Oh, just missed him. Holding the ball a little too long. I don't know if he got that.
Oh,
and that's a catch.
And the first down.
Iverson holding the ball was able to elude one tackler and then threw the ball before he got hammered by the other one. First down. "47-yard line, 48. Pishario again. I kept saying last week when we saw them, where's the bubble screen to him in the middle? Where's the inside screen? Because he looks like he could get that, could get free on that kind of play. Boy, I feel bad for that Lampkin down there. Quarterback keepers fakes a handoff. Looked like he had some room. Gained 4. Bring up 3rd down. And a long 5, I believe. Quarterback back by himself, trips to the left. Single receiver on the right. Receiver in motion. And we're going to do a little reverse.
And he's going to run.
And we're going to get a pass over the head of Iverson. Iverson stopped and sat down, which typically is the #1 rule that you don't do. You keep going. And he had the ball thrown over his head. Now, maybe the play called for him to go out and sit right there, but
nice job by the SaberCat defense there. Kept pursuing him and didn't make that throw easy. He kind of felt the pressure from behind.
So it'll be 4th and 6. Again, you really never know what they'll do. Down by 7 now, though. I would assume that they would kick this ball, and they do. Gonna let it go out of bounds, and that's a good play. It'd be about at the 15-yard line. Call it good. First down and 10 now for the Fossil Ridge SaberCats. 6:53 left here in the second quarter. Want to thank our other sponsor, Jim's Wings, the best wings in northern Colorado since 1991. You see the Lampkin there. And I'll tell you what, it is hot underneath there for that young man or woman or whoever is underneath there.
I think that's a new...
Looks like a new outfit, doesn't it?
New outfit, yep.
Got some new threads and new hair and everything.
New sheepskin.
Jim's Wings over there by Campus West, or in Campus West by Moby Arena. Go by there and get some wings after the game.
One of our favorites.
Sherrill gets out to the right, and he's...
Oh, he had one man to beat.
Boy, I'll tell you, that boy is quick. It's Andy Sherrill, running back, 175-pound senior, 5'10", 5'10" my eye. Yeah. That's like you were 6'4" in some of those basketball tournaments.
Exactly. But I'll take it.
Yeah. Lightning quick, though. Andy Sherrill, he's had some nice runs.
Got a false start. Looks like we'll be moving back.
So Fossil Ridge in their white. Hunter green, I believe, is their official color. Have a Fossil Ridge alumni right here to my left. Proud class of 2013, right?
You guessed right.
I didn't guess. I was there. Fake handoff. Monsters out there. Gets it. And
he knew the hit was coming.
He knew it was coming, and he dropped it.
Took his eyes off the ball.
There ain't nothing to it. He just dropped it, and I mean, it was minimal gain, but one thing it did do is it stopped the clock with 6:02 left. Of course, the flag down there at half-mast with the passing of Senator John McCain. Second and 15 now from the 25. Go deep again. Oh, picked up. No, he cannot get it. Number 33 tipped the ball up in the air, and I don't have that number, so maybe that's not 33. 37. Yes, 37. Sorry, folks. We've called that number a few times already. It's Caleb Reed. Almost had the pick. Third and 15 now, passing down. Fake the handoff. Monster's going to go right, get a short gain. But it should give them the opportunity to turn the field again and push Fort Collins deep in their territory. 7-0 our score. Fossil Ridge ahead of Fort Collins. Fumbled.
Can he get it off?
No, he cannot. Collins with the ball. Picked up by Fossil Ridge. There's nobody out there. Oh, my goodness.
And he's
going to be
score.
a touchdown. Oh, my goodness.
What a turn of events, my gosh.
Casey Knudsen bobbles the ball.
I see a flag. Oh, I see a few flags.
There's got to be some flags somewhere.
They're talking to the coach.
Casey, folks, You're going to have to tell your friends to come back and watch this one. Casey Knudsen bobbles the ball. He gets the punt blocked.
Well, he fumbles it, gets the ball, punts the ball, hits 3 or 4 people. He grabs the ball back
and runs 70 yards.
Tears the field up.
68 yards.
I don't see him picking up the flag. They're still talking about it. So the Lampkins might have caught a break, folks.
Boy.
Or they're talking. They don't. They say there's a flag on the field. Now they got to figure out what to call.
Well, they could just say that's such a weird play. There's got to be somebody had to do something illegal.
Someone has to hold. I feel like refs have called that before. No one has come over to talk to the Lampkin coaching staff. They're a little confused.
Coach Bigelow's over there explaining the rules of the game to the side judge. Very animated with his hands, so which makes me feel like he's not going to get what he thinks he has.
Now they're going to run
over. Which is 7 points. See if they're going to call it or
they're going to explain it to
Coach Rice. Coach Rice wearing the non-traditional slacks and polo.
Throwback.
This time of year, Coach Rice a lot of times out there in his muscle man shirt and his shorts. So I'm not sure if
I cannot
Coach
get an idea
Rice,
of how he feels.
Coach Rice, one of the nicest guys you'll ever see, responds to me immediately when I ask him about his team, and as well as Coach Zach. You can hear it's starting to get a little windy, which for those that are hot is good. For those that are cold is not. So this is going to come back one way or another.
Yeah,
personal foul. I don't know what that is. I'm just going to be honest with you. So
chop block maybe? No, that's not a chop
No, I'm
block.
telling you that's a brand new one because he showed us that last week. Oh, I know what it is. It's a blind block. It's a blindside block to a defenseless
player.
Defenseless player. It's the kind of block that everybody used to love to do before they now made it a penalty, because you really could hurt somebody.
Lay some lumber.
Yes, you could.
Well, the play that never was. 4 minutes and 53 seconds left.
Yeah, and 3 minutes worth of.
And they're still talking.
Processing. But that is a new call, the blindside call. And it's, it can be pretty prevalent on kicks and things that get out of hand.
But you got to give the refs credit. There was 2 flags on the field, so I don't believe it was just one.
Yeah, and I think they stayed with the play pretty well. When chaos is going on like that, I believe they stayed with the play.
So still 4th and 8. I'm not seeing a.
Well, actually, it's 1st and 10. And I don't know how that works.
What? How does that work, Randall?
Well, we'll have to get some explanation. So you have a punt. You commit a personal foul.
That team commits the personal foul.
And then you get the ball back with 1st down. So we will definitely have to go get some.
As the broadcasting experts, I'm going to say we are stumped.
Well, we are not experts. Let's not fool ourselves here.
How many McCoys does it take to figure out the
Yeah,
rules?
well, Mr. Haase might know about that. He's a little bit more astute on some of those things, but
And the Lampkin coaching staff didn't seem too questionable on it, so maybe we're the
well,
only ones.
we will find out at halftime and let you know, folks. There's a lot of things in high school sports that are not the same in pro and college, as far as penalties and spot fouls and different things like that. So
especially in football, the refs aren't mic'd up.
Yep, they're not. And what are we going to do here? Going to get a timeout. So anyway, while they have a timeout, we'll have a timeout. Our score 7-0. Cats over Lampkins. You're watching ASBN TV on Stream It Sports. And we're back here. You saw right at the end of that play, Fossil Ridge going deep again, trying to hit Tilly, and ball was overthrown. Good defense.
Nice aggressive play. If they pick it off, it's the same as a punt. Why not be a little more aggressive? Throw it. You already had one touchdown out of it.
Yeah, but the defender was able to keep up with Mr. Tilly that time, so 4th down, so we'll try this again. 4th and 7 from the 24. Not exactly the same play, but...
Oh, there's a little confusion. Oh, my gosh.
He just ran over the...
He did a dead sprint to the quarterback. Oh, poor guy.
Well, fortunately, it's more than 5 yards.
Coach Rice is not having it.
Well, and it was, and so we're going to call a timeout here. Let's all just take a deep breath here and let's forget these last 5 minutes of our life because of what happened. We'll come back in just a minute. 7-0 our score.
Back here live on Stream It Sports. Beautiful shot of the Fossil Ridge SaberCat crowd on this beautiful Friday night in Fort Collins, Colorado.
Have another SaberCat alumni overrunning the camera. Another booming kick. And nice job there by Reed to catch the ball, get down. So now here we go, 3:50 left for halftime. Wind picking up, temperature dropping. You can hear that. One thing I think we can say, we've seen 3 of the 4 teams in the city and
Bubble
blitz
screen
there, but nothing doing. Number 11 with the catch.
Great job by the linebacker to sit there in the middle of the field, and guess what? Another flag on the field.
Evan Slack, and I guarantee you that's a hold somewhere.
Face mask on the defense.
Face mask. So had him stop for no gain or 1 yard gain, and now they're going to give him
looks like number 32.
5 or 15.
32 committed.
And
he looked the most angry.
It's just a common foul instead of the personal foul. So that foul was not personal. That foul was non-personal. Second and 3. And pass over to Reimers to the left. Brings up 3rd and about 2. 3:15 left for halftime. They're calling it, all right. They got a pretty good spot there, 3rd and 1. Iverson with the call, running back behind him. Iverson looking to throw the ball, now being chased. Got to get rid of it, and nice job.
He had a man open on the slant, kind of in his rhythm, but he decided.
And that's a tough ball to throw across your body when you're running full speed to keep from getting hit. So interesting call on 3rd and 1. I think maybe they thought they were going to catch the SaberCats off guard, but everybody stayed home. SaberCats defense looked pretty tough tonight. After giving up a lot of points last week to Castleview, they have looked really good. 4th and 1 now, and easily gets it. That's what I would have thought they would have done on 3rd and 1, but when you know you can get it on 4th and 1, you just go ahead and do the higher risk play on 3rd and 1. 2.5 minutes now left. Shotgun formation. Double wides on both sides. Looking to go across the middle. Ball tipped the receiver's hand. Fortunate that was not picked off.
Nice toss by the quarterback. Went through all of his reads, all of his routes, found the open man.
And nice job by the offensive line.
Let him able to do that.
Trying to get some of those names for you. Andrew Van Orden, he was a captain on the left side, so we'll get some more of those mugs in the middle. Oh, and there's a pick six possibly.
Beat one man.
And he does. Pick 6 for number 8. Ryan Ressler, 5'9", 155-pound senior, read it perfectly. Slow developing play.
He's still celebrating over there.
Well, I tell you what, he saw that coming.
Got it in stride. Had to beat
we
one
saw
man.
It coming. Everybody saw it coming.
That's a dangerous pass.
Yeah, and Iverson had the opportunity to tackle him, but it's hard to catch somebody like that when they've already got a full head of steam. So 13 now. And 14 to nothing now. Our score at Fossil Ridge has come out, made a couple of big plays. We'll be back after this break. You're watching Stream of Sports. See the ball getting teed up now for Knutson to kick it. Hear that wind howling.
I want to give a shout out to our cameraman Dylan for following that play all the way down as he celebrated into the stands. That was hard to do.
Knutson with a pop-up. Number 6 with the ball cannot. Fossil Ridge did a great job of just stringing that out. Aaron Van Meter stringing it out, and that's what that play is designed for. You pop it up, it gives your kickoff defense team the time to get down there and make sure there's no gain, and basically he gained about 2 yards after he caught it. So first down from the 29 now. 2 minutes, 3 seconds left here for halftime. And I don't see the Purple Regiment band getting ready a little early in the season to have your halftime show.
Full march, as our brother Brandon
would
know.
Yep. So
my brother, not your brother.
Not my brother. Well, yeah, okay. Anyway, timeout by Fossil Ridge with 2:03 left. We'll take a timeout. You're watching Stream of Sports. So we're back here. 1st and 10 from the 29. 2:03 left before half. Iverson out, cuts through, and so nice play by Iverson to get the ball off. Nice play by the defender. Let me get that number here.
46.
46. Sean Bauerfeind, I believe, is who that is.
But just enough pressure on him to make him short arm that throw.
Yep. Shout out to Coach Matt Johansson, who's watching tonight. Fossil Ridge boys basketball coach. Very successful, kind of a legend in the state now, as it were.
The best in the biz.
Watching the game tonight. So
great mentor to me.
Appreciate the eyeballs on the game tonight, Coach. And
there's got to be a flag on that.
Had to be holding, but
at least pass interference. That was.
Maybe it was a soccer flop. I don't know, but
we digress.
Okay. You can tweet me and tell me if you think that was a holding or not at NoCo Broadcast. That looked an awful lot like a hold, but I'm not down in the striped shirt. Third down. No, it's the second down. No, third down, right?
Yes, sir.
Somebody's running down to call a timeout.
Did not see a matchup that he liked.
Yeah, boy, and I'll tell you what. That was like 6.0 speed in the 40.
He probably hasn't done that in a while.
Man, my hammies are hurting from watching him.
I can't believe he got it off the snap.
Oh my gosh.
Seconds away.
Like, son, you're running too hard. But he did get the timeout, so we'll keep it here. Talk a little bit about some of our new teams that we'll be broadcasting this year. Last night, of course, we were in Loveland. Watched the Loveland Indians hammer the Broomfield Eagles 47-0. We're also going to be doing 3 games over Greeley West. Want to thank Mr. Ken Denning for that, former Fossil Ridge AD. When we're going to go over there, we're also going to do a couple of football games at Skyline. Coach Mike Silva put out the invite down there, so lots of different teams this year, and of course our games here from French Field. 3rd and 10 now. Iverson back to pass, looking, throwing deep down the middle,
man.
And it's caught. On number 10, McGarity, Dorian McGarity, 5'8", 135 pounds. Son, eat some meat, a freshman.
He could have just hit him in stride there. He had to kind of come back to the ball, but
nice catch by the freshman. Now they can run a little bit more. Nice fake, and nobody went for it.
Good gang tackle by the SaberCats.
Excellent job. You know, your end's job is to push everything inside, and Bauerfeind did it to a T. Made Iverson go up instead of out, and he went down. You can hear somebody's phone's ringing somewhere. Oh, Iverson bobbles the ball a little bit. He's going to get hit from behind. Did he hang on? Yes, he did. Good pursuit by number 51. Did not give up. That's Jason Brockway, linebacker. Second or third time we've called his name. Great play. He chased the quarterback around. Didn't give up, and I really like what I'm seeing here from this Fossil Ridge football team. I see some discipline here that maybe we haven't seen last couple of years, but really like what I'm seeing.
It's that bubble
Pass
screen.
the number, bubble screen, and Fossil Ridge, see if, yeah, okay, good. And that was a pass number 11, Evan Slack, 5'9", 142 pounds. 4th and 14 now. Against the wind, they're going to call another timeout. You might as well, you got them. So we'll take a timeout as well. Our score, 14-0. Fossil Ridge SaberCats over the Fort Collins Lambkins. You're watching Streaming Sports. 4th down, 7. And they are going to attempt a field goal. I think it's against the wind, so I
Fossil has
I bet not.
2 people back plus a blocker in case it happens. I believe you have to catch it in the air to be able to run it.
Yeah, and it can't
back.
be in the end zone. But I can also tell you that Coach Rice is the master of the gadget play. Now, I can tell you if there was no wind, this would probably be a doable field goal. Last week, kicker kicked one that was, I'll get a name here, from 45 and would have been good from 60. So that's Harger, and he's going to try to kick it, and that's not going to happen.
Good try, though.
And that's the end of the half. So they ran the clock down. Last play was a bad. So Fossil Ridge, a lot of bumping their step as they run off the field, leading 14-0. And some good things happening for them. Lambkins need to go back and kind of regroup offensively. Their defense has not looked bad. They gave up the 1 offensive touchdown. So their defense has not looked bad, but the offense again is kind of stuck in the mud. So anyway, we'll be back after these messages. 14-0, Fossil Ridge over the Lambkins. You're watching ASBN.TV on Streaming Sports.
Come the last of our 2018s.
Toyota's national clearance event is the best part of summer.
And with super low APR financing and great lease deals, it won't last long.
Oh, I'm so excited.
You are not alone.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Mwah! Yes!
But my job.
Right now, get 0% APR financing for 60 months on a new 2018 RAV4 or get $2,500 cash back on RAV4. For great deals on other Toyotas, visit Toyota.com.
Save on the last of the 2018s. Come in today.
Toyota, let's go places.
After playing the game for many years, and I decided I could either watch from the couch or get on the field and become part of the game.
I became a judge because it was a natural transition from being a gymnast to coach, now judge.
I love the large crowds, the excitement of the game, and you know what? I got the best seat in the house.
Help these kids. Help this community. Become an official.
Pay your friends back before they pay you back. Zelle on the First Bank app. First Bank, banking for good.
playing the game for many years, and I decided I could either watch from the couch or get on the field and become part of the game.
I became a judge because it was a natural transition from being a gymnast to coach, now judge.
I love the large crowds, the excitement of the game, and you know what? I got the best seat in the house.
Help these kids. Help this community. Become an official.
Here we go, folks. About 3 minutes left before we start the second half here on Stream of Sports. Randy McCoy, Cody McCoy here with you. Double D, Dylan Danatel giving us the pictures tonight. Two Fossil Ridge alum. Want to give you an update on that weird play that happened. The reason that Fossil Ridge got the ball is because possession changed. Fort Collins had the ball, and then they fumbled it.
Oh, they held on to it long enough.
Yeah, they held on. They determined that they had possession of the ball.
Wow.
Then they fumbled it, and Fossil Ridge got the ball back. And so on the touchdown run, they did the blindside block, which got the call
that was
for
a
the penalty.
fumble return touchdown.
That was a fumble.
Return.
Yeah, it was a fumble return touchdown. So that is why they got the ball 1st and 10 after that. So, folks, you know, we told you we would get down to the bottom of that, and we did.
I know everyone was stressing out about it. I'm glad we could put them at ease.
Now, I thought we had a score from Denver. Shout out to my buddy here, just seeing he's watching Mr. Norman Rasmussen in Kansas City. Try to get a score here for those of, well, you know what? People who want to know probably already know the score.
Well, that's the reason they're watching us, so they can watch both.
Yeah, they're sitting at home watching us on their laptop. But we look really good on that 70-inch TV, let me tell you, because we got HD. So Fossil Ridge will be kicking off. I apologize, they took the ball first half. I told you they wanted to not receive, but because that's what everybody's doing these days. But they're kicking off here in the second half.
Trust their defense.
Fossil Ridge defense has looked good. Held the Lambkins to 0 points. Waiting for the clock to go down, 15 seconds.
Very proper of the refs, even though everyone's just about ready.
Everybody's standing and waiting.
Very proper.
Want to thank all the folks watching us tonight. This is traditionally one of our bigger nights for viewership when these two teams play, so we want to thank you so much for supporting us here on Stream of Sports and our new partnership with ASBN. So here we go, folks. Second half, we'll see if Fort Collins can make a game of this. Knutson with the high kick. And returned all the way back to the 25, which is where you get it if you don't.
Good wrap-up tackle there.
And that's number 6 again. That's Van Meter on the return. First down and 10. from the 25-yard line. Fort Collins now going left to right, as you can see on your screen, or right to left, sorry. I just learned my directions yesterday. Going long first time, and good football play there.
By really all parties involved, nice back shoulder toss. Good positioning by the receiver, but the cornerback just made a better play.
Yeah, and
stuck a hand out.
Threw into double coverage. That's one of those throws that you say, well, you know.
It's either got to go out of bounds or perfectly in their hands.
Yeah. But he decided to throw there kind of regardless of the coverage and had throwing into double coverage there. And a little screen out to the...
Didn't fool anyone.
No, it did not. Again, I was talking to Double D over there. I'm really impressed with the discipline of the Fossil Ridge SaberCats defense. They've stayed home and have played with a defensive discipline that we certainly didn't see last year. Of course, last year was not a great year, but even the year before, when they won some games, they would make a lot of big plays, but they would give up about as many as they made. So hopefully we don't jinx them here. Fort Collins not able to make a play yet. Nice throw there. Let's see, and it's incomplete. Coach Rice running down to the other side to call the play. It could be 4th and 10.
Lambkins are doing a good job of executing the plays, but there's been a lot of drop balls or short passes, long passes. Just haven't been able to get into a real rhythm consistently here.
Well, and I've seen both their games, and they had one drive last game that looked really good, but they have not been able to duplicate that yet tonight to string together a bunch of first downs. Nice kick. Tilley back. He gets the ball, and boy, you better watch out. There's a block in the back right there, so might as well just come on down. Tilley gets hit at the 50, but it's going to be a block in the back. Wasn't even really close, unfortunately.
I believe that's his second flag, number 32.
Well, the problem is, and it's hard to tell when you're down there, but Tilley was already pretty much by him, and was the guy he blocked was not going to be a factor in the play, I don't believe.
And that's what gets frustrating for a coaching staff is, even in basketball, how far away are you going to commit that foul when the action isn't even there?
Right, but you've got to remember these are 15, 16, 17-year-old kids, and you know, most of them don't even know how to pick their shoes up off the living room floor yet. So
even at 24, I don't think you learned that one yet.
They say the brain's fully developed at 25, so we'll just leave it at that.
Well, I better get going then.
You got a lot of room to make. You got some time. Up the middle, and I believe that is Cheryl. 24, number 16.
A little bit of a limp. Actually, a big limp. They're going to keep him out there. I'm not sure why. Yep, I was about to say.
Yeah, he's going down.
Grabbing his knee, it looks like.
So we will take a timeout as well with our score 14-0. Fossil Ridge ahead. You're watching Stream It Sports. 2nd and 6 from the 32. 9:40 left here in the third quarter. And handoff back. Somebody will be in for Sherrill. A little pushing and shoving there. No flags, so
it'll be interesting to see. A lot of the SaberCats playbook involves the options and run short passes that are really good for burning some clock. We'll see if they use that here as the third quarter keeps ticking. Wear out that defense a little more and more.
That was Knutson now is in the backfield. Mr. Everything. And back. Almost sacked. Going to get out? No. Mosser's down, but there's going to be a penalty. So I'm not sure.
Late flag. I mean, they were on the ground.
Might be a face mask. Could be a face mask or a hold. It is a hold. Probably be declined. Or are they going to push him back?
They can do it again.
Decline. 4th down. Fourth and 13 now from the 30-yard line. Knutson with the line drive kick. Going to come out wide. You're not going to get around there, says the young man. Let's get a number there, 46. That's Sean Bauerfein, of course. One of the better defensive players in the conference, and you're not going to get around him. Good speed.
And that just gives your coaching staff, just put him at ease when you have a sure tackler like him.
Well, and he doesn't get that tackle, then you've got green grass and high tides forever, as I quote a song. Iverson has not been able to complete many passes yet, some because of him and some because of drop balls, and that is an incomplete pass. So
another one.
Good rush. Have had a consistent rush from the SaberCat front line.
Yeah, Iverson has not stuck in the pocket for many, really, maybe none so far.
Yeah, most of his passing plays are trying to get outside the pocket to avoid the rush, but also because he's a good runner. Many times Coach Rice teams, when they get in this position, they start running plays for the quarterback, who, like I said, typically is their best athlete. So we'll see if that's the case here. Linebackers are up in the box still, so. And that's a nice catch
with the flag.
They're gonna.
Beautiful pass with pressure.
Yeah.
I think they're going to call it hitting a
defenseless
receiver.
I guess, but he was catching the ball, so I guess you're supposed to just let him catch it.
You got to let him land on that play.
So you can't try to make him fumble it. Folks, it's a judgment call by the officials, so I'm not saying anything about that. They don't have all the fancy instant replays like everybody else has. They've got to make a call on what it looks like, personal foul. They have to make a call on what it looks like. From up here, it looked like it could have been that.
Beautiful catch, though.
I think he might have hit him right up in here where it might have
close enough
hit his face mask up in. But that is today's football, folks, and if they want people to continue to play, they've got to create some rules like that so that there's not. But for that poor defender, I don't know what else.
Put in a tough position.
Yeah. I didn't feel like he was trying to hurt him. Up the middle now. Big play for the Lampkins. And then now we've got a fight going on over here. That was Sean Bauerfein's getting a little exercised over there. He was getting blocked well past the whistle. nobody
clean on both sides.
Nobody threw a flag, and they took each other down, didn't they? Right out in the middle, and nobody did anything. So go figure. And nice, pulled the ball out, Iverson, and I told you, Iverson can take this game over pretty much. We've watched him last year a couple times, but he can take this game over. So Fossil Ridge, as you say in basketball, Cody, Fossil Ridge is going to have to withstand a run here. Fort Collins is too proud of a program to just lay down, so they're not going to lay down. And they typically have had their way with Fossil Ridge in football, so. Rimmer's up the middle.
The chain's moving.
Yeah, folks, this is a heated, again, you played in several of these, Cody. You played in about 8 of them, I believe. Maybe more, but you played in at least 8 Fort Collins Fossil Ridge games. And that's for real, isn't it? It's a for real rivalry. Mm-hmm. Iverson keeps it again. He's going to go in.
Kept his feet moving.
Yeah.
Down to the 2-yard line.
Iverson 6'2", 173. So he's a big boy for a high school quarterback. So I hate to say when I'm right, but you could just sense it when Coach, another penalty against Fossil Ridge. You can sense it when
half the distance to the goal.
Another personal foul. So this is the kind of things we are used to seeing Fossil Ridge do. We'll see if they can gain their composure now.
Got some of the big boys coming in on the O-line.
Yep. So you're hearing the Fort Collins fans getting into this game now. Up the middle. And just momentum goes in for the touchdown. That looked like a lineman going in there, right?
Did 7-7 take it in?
I think so.
Big man right. Tari post.
Ivan Erickson, 5'6", 310 pounds. I believe he just went in. We call him Mini Fridge.
Give that man the ball.
Basically, they gave the ball to him, and they all just pushed him.
Just get there.
14-6 in our score. Extra point pending. Harger for the point after, and it's a bad snap.
Scramble out.
And Fossil Ridge knocks it down. Big.
And of course
extra
we got
point.
A flag.
And I hope that's not
to be outdone
for celebrating. Let's see what this one's for.
Decline.
Yeah, that's too many men on the field, I believe. Maybe they counted 77 as 2. I don't know what they did, but 14-6, and you know, when you miss an extra point, that can come back to bite you.
Especially after such a great drive, you're really excited to get the ball back. Defense is excited, but now you got to make a 2-point conversion on the other end when you score again.
So we'll see if Fossil Ridge can calm themselves down. The history of Fossil Ridge has been they've had a lot of. There he is.
The man of the hour.
Actually, that was an ineligible man downfield. That was my bad. I should know that, but I didn't. Thanks to my crackpot team. And when a lot of times got too far off the line, and a lot of times when you're in a situation where you're scrambling back, the linemen either don't know it or they get too far down the field. So that was the call. They're going to try one of their fancy kick. They trip over each other. Better get down on the ball. Tilly does. Smart move. Bad communication between the two guys back. One of those, I got it, you take it, instead of one guy taking control there. So anyway, Fossil Ridge fortunate to stay with the ball. So as I was saying, Fossil Ridge has had a history of sometimes losing their composure. So let's hope they can keep that. They've played a wonderful game so far, 14-6, and got a little exercised on that last drive after the call on the hit. So we'll see where their offense is here now. They need to settle down and run the ball up the field. And that's a broken play. Mosser.
Momentum is changing, folks.
So Mosser missed the running back coming through, looked like a broken play, and then was just lost. Didn't really run with any tenacity. I think he was trying to figure out whether he wanted to throw the ball or run the ball. 14-6 now. Again, our score. That's Kravik on the sweep. Gets tripped up to about the 22-yard line on a 2nd and 15. Nice play on the jet sweep. Ball at the 20.
Big third down here. You really don't want to go 3 and out, give it back to the Lambkins.
No, it's a 3rd and 5, a long 5. Fossil Ridge has been the better of the passing team, so we'll see if they do a little slant here. A little space there for the inside, right inside receiver. Cut right in the middle there for a slant. We'll see what they do. And they just gave him all but about a half a yard of that first down. Offsides, I believe, unless he was drawn off. He was not.
Encroachment, I believe.
Encroachment.
And that's after a while if you're the Lambkins.
And they're calling it a first down. Oh, my goodness.
Wow. If you're the Lambkins,
wow,
you got to sniff out how long they're just sitting there for in the hard count.
Again, I was looking up on the scoreboard for the
great route.
And just a bad throw. There's nothing. It was a catch.
The side ref did not see it. He was asking for a little bit of help.
I have no idea how he could have.
Great route, not a bad throw. He had to come back and slide and get
it. Tilly said he caught it. What else is he going to say? But ball was underthrown a lot. Tilly makes a tremendous catch, and really what the official says is all that matters. So going to start throwing a little bit now, Mosser, and he's
good catch, but another ball underthrown.
You know, even in basketball, you can make a pass that gets to the person, but it can be a bad pass because you're not leading the person into the next play. That's a situation there. That could have been 5 more yards if he'd have let him up the field instead of having to go back for it.
He could have caught it and turned around, and he had a one-on-one, try to get by him, but he had to sacrifice his body just to get the catch.
Now sweep to the right. That's Knutson, I believe.
Great push by the O-line.
And it'll be a hold. No, that's not. That's Sherrill back in. Playing a game here of who can shoot themselves in the foot more times now, which you get a lot of times in the first couple of games in high school. But it has hurt both teams dearly tonight. Penalties kill drives. Nice run too. That was, of course, probably it was nice because of the holding. Fake the jet sweep going.
Oh, he had a man. Oh my gosh. In stride, overthrew it. All he had to beat was the one.
Had Sherrill out in the flat wide open. You know, that's where you need to put a little more air under it, not so much velocity on it, and let him run under it. But that's a decision. Quarterbacks have to make lots of decisions. What kind of ball to throw? 3rd and 14. Mosser changing the play. Not too many 3rd and 14 plays are going to do the run pass option to Sherrill. He gets it outside.
Block in the back. Yep, there it is.
So basically every offensive play now for Fossil Ridge is accompanied by a hold. Wouldn't say they played flawless in the first half, but they certainly played a well-disciplined game. Here in the 3rd quarter now, the young team is, you know, and if you're coach, what do you say, Cody, if you're coach Zach, you know,
Slow it down.
Slow it down, relax. What do we always say? Relax.
Break down the fundamentals again. Don't get too ahead of yourself. Play with your feet, not your hands. Even if it's basketball, whatever sport it is usually feet before hands.
Yeah, and relax. You know, this is fun.
Open, man, wide open. Oh my gosh, he's still open.
And then he got another one, which is not a spot foul in high school.
Man, I thought he timed that pretty well.
So Kravik runs from the right side all the way to the left. Nobody's on him the whole time.
And then he throws it.
Mosser does not see him. Finally sees him, and then somebody's on him, and then pass interference by Fort Collins, I'm assuming.
You could say that he timed that pretty well.
Yeah.
That's a bang-bang play.
Yeah, officials certainly have made their presence felt here in the 3rd quarter, which is not uncommon here at French Field. That's an automatic first down, though. Badly needed. Well, no, I don't think it is. It's 3rd down and 5. And he overthrows again. Had 2 men open there. You know, if Mosser can relax and throw the ball, he's got at least 1 man open every time. The Fort Collins secondary is not able to keep up with the athletes who are going out.
Just struggling to get into a rhythm.
But they're not able to complete the passes.
And when you're not hitting, It's tough to get in there.
Had another receiver running right in the middle again on a long slant that was wide open as well. Knutson's going to kick the ball. And Lampkin players getting a little too close for my the way I like to do it. I'd say run away from that thing. There's no reason to be on it. So anyway, first down 10, 2:29 left here in the 3rd quarter. 14-6 our score. Want to thank our other sponsor, Jim's Wings, the best wings in northern Colorado since 1991. Jim's Wings is a proud sponsor of high school sports here in Fort Collins and the surrounding areas. Jim's Wings down at Campus West across from Moby Arena down on Elizabeth. Go get their wings. Great thing to do after the game tonight. First down, run up the middle, good chunk of yardage. That's Remmers on the run, 2nd down and 3. And jet sweep there, or the run pass option, or all the above. Offenses aren't very creative anymore. Everything's pretty much the option, especially in high school, but also in college. The run pass option. If you run it well, it's hard to stop.
Always keep the defense guessing.
And Remmers up the middle, stopped right at the line. Mercy. Second down 11. That's not right. 2nd down and about 9. Fort Collins fans kind of back on their hands again. So far, the Lampkins have not given a ton to cheer about. Right there, something.
Another drop.
Probably
pass.
the easiest pass that McGarrity's had. He's made 2 catches that have been tremendous catches, and that's probably the easiest catch he's had all night, not able to corral it in.
Just a little bit behind him on his hip, but still, you gotta, especially at this point in the game when you're down, need a little momentum.
Yeah, well, varsity 4A and 5A football, you got to make that catch. I mean, that maybe goes all the way. He didn't have anybody really too close to him. Iverson, nice, stepping out of the way, but he's going to go down. Fossil Ridge, first sack, I believe, of the night. 74. We'll name off some of these. Number 9, Caden Dollar. 74, Edgar Flores. 6'2", 243 junior. A couple of other SaberCats in there, didn't catch him. 4th and 12 now.
If the Lampkins were smart, they would run the clock out here. I think they will do so.
Looks like the left guard just saw it.
Oh,
they did not.
Oh, no. Should have held on.
So there you go, folks.
Should have held on.
A minus 5-yard punt. Punt was not blocked. I don't believe anybody touched it.
Great.
What it did is it went about 10. We'll give the young man credit. 10 yards, and then it took a bad bounce and came back, and now Fossil Ridge will have the ball.
Couldn't dream of better field position. Not sure why
about
they
the
didn't.
21 years, about the 21-yard line.
I'm just not sure why they didn't wait for the clock to run out.
Yeah. Well, and I wonder if the punter was watching the clock and just didn't have all of his mind into the kick, because that's what it looked like, and he's kicked well the whole game. So anyway, after 3 quarters, our score 14-6. SaberCats, good field position on top of the Lampkins. You're watching Stream of Sports. So here we go, folks. 20-yard line, Fossil Ridge. Fake to Sherrill, and
flag on the field.
Knutson with the ball. He's going to go in, but there goes a flag.
It was pretty early, which usually means
holding, so we're not even going to get two. Yep, they've already said it. So far, I'd like to know how many offensive plays in a row Fossil Ridge has had a penalty. Got to be around some kind of record or something.
Probably 100 yards come back from Collins. That hasn't been pretty. I mean, just overall, a lot of mistakes, a lot of yards given up. But Fossil here in the second half, I think, has surpassed over 100 yards in flags.
Well, and it's not even that. It's just that, you know, they've got the opportunity here to put this game away. And I think they've had about 6 plays in a row with a holding call, or 5. So they'll try it again. Mosser back. He's going to throw to the corner, and that ball is incomplete. Thrown into the dark of the night, but also thrown into double coverage.
And number 10, Dorian McGarity, second down and 15.
Tell you what, I'd run that play again. They just ran for the touchdown. Sherrill behind. Monster Sherrill fake, and Tilley, he drops the ball. Quick slant on the inside. Tilley sat down right there, and the ball went right through his hands. It looked like from here. Third and 15 now. Your coach, Bigelow, you've got to be saying, oh my gosh, what do we have to do to put this game away? Getting every opportunity. Another penalty.
These refs are earning their pay this evening.
Second and 15 now. I didn't even see that penalty. There's been so many of them that if you don't keep looking, going to go deep again. Nice. You know, that even though it was double team,
I think he should have come down with it. I mean, it hit his hands right where it needed to be.
That was thrown very well and in a very good place, but
third down and 20.
got to catch him. And you know, you look at this, and Fossil Ridge keeps stopping the clock every time they throw an incomplete pass. And, you know, I know they're not used to playing with the lead, but, you know, you run the ball, at least you get time off the clock. Here, Knutson just with the direct snap. He's going to go through.
And stay in bounds.
Stays in bounds, and looks like they're in good field goal range.
I feel like Coach Bigelow let him know, run some of that clock down. Why not?
Killian Jansen, field goal kicker, so you got to get 3 points here. You cannot go for this.
If you can get 3 points here,
it's
back
to a 2-possession game.
Mixed with the missed field goal, missed extra point, excuse me. Puts the Lambkins in a hole.
Up and no good. Looked good from here, but it must have went over the left crossbar. So here we go. As well of a game that was played in the first half, it's been the opposite in the second half. Hard to know, you know, exactly what's going on. If anything's different, or if the officials are just calling it in the second half, it's really hard to know. I don't know that I've ever seen such a difference from one half to the other of holding calls, and it's hard for me to believe that those holding calls weren't there in the first half too. But I digress. So here comes the Lampkins now.
Shoestring tackle.
It's Boucharo. This is the same place we've got an injury here. Injury timeout, so we'll take a timeout here. And we'll be back 14-6 SaberCats.
You're watching high school sports on Stream It Sports NoCo.
And we're back here. (14-6). Good field position now. First down. The Lampkins. Iverson keeps the ball, gets out, but he got a host of tacklers there for the SaberCats. Number 55 in there. 46, of course, Bauer Fine. 55.
Able to lean.
McGaffin, Brandon McGaffin.
Able to lean forward, maybe get back to the line of scrimmage there.
Second and 10, no gain. That was good for Iverson to even be able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Late bubble screen there.
Yeah, but it was, I don't know if it was a late bubble screen or that was just the only person that was open. Hayden Iverson, a 6'2", 173 junior. Again, what has happened in the past with the Coach Rice team, when he gets down, typically lets the quarterback run. Nice out pattern. I'm not sure he got the first down. He did not. Going to be 2 yards short. 1 yard short. I don't know if they have to go for it or not. What do you think, Cody?
Tough to say.
They are. Try to get him to go off sides for sure. Quarterback sneak, he gets it easily. So Iverson gets a few of the Lampkin faithful up off their feet. Clock running, 8:57, and got a score here from my partner David Haase. 2:32 left in the first half, 28-7 CU over CSU. And the Rocky Mountain Showdown. Oh, fumble.
Fossil Ridge gets it.
And you can hear the coaches down the way here.
I think on both sides. Wow,
yeah.
What a turn.
One set of coaches saying one thing and the other set of coaches are saying something different.
There's some feet stomping on the other side here. Wow, what a great run. Broke a few tackles, hit the hole, and
so Cody.
Wow.
They should not pass the ball anymore unless they have to on a 3rd and long. 8:34, and we'll see if Fossil Ridge can play with the lead here.
You need to get a few first downs. Keep the clock running.
Yes, they could
force them to use their timeout. No 2-minute warning.
Yeah, they need to run the ball. They've run the ball effectively the whole game. Not sure why they didn't do it the last time that they had the ball. So we'll see.
Expect a lot of options here.
Usario, who's not really used to running on the inside like that, had about a 5-yard gain, but then the ball was knocked out. And quarterback keep, no gain, loss of 3. Should have handed it off. But the clock keeps running, so ought to be able to run it down under probably about 6 minutes. You know, the play they ran for a touchdown and a fake, and they're just not going for it.
It's good the clock's moving, but you're moving in the wrong direction.
Yeah,
you're probably gonna have to be forced to.
And Sherrill had room to run, but those are decisions.
I think you're gonna have to pass on this down. There's still just too much time left to kill it down here.
And that was actually, I think Caden Dollar had come in to run the Wildcat. Mosser back in now on a obvious passing down. 3rd and 14. Big play in this game. If they can get a first down here, they can run this clock probably down to 5 minutes or so. And going to be a timeout. No, delay of game. So,
folks, that was the plan or not.
Yeah, well,
if you decide you're gonna punt it, waste as much time. Give them the benefit of the doubt.
I don't know the 3rd and 19 is in anybody's plan. So, problem is if you throw the ball now and there's an interception or something, they're deep in their territory. So. He's going to get caught from behind.
Oh, my. Oh, man. Should have just went down with the sack. The clock would have kept moving.
So there you go. Fort Collins comes up with a big, big stop. I'm not so sure that was a big stop or just.
Well, not a smart play. He should have gone down,
poor
keep the clock running.
Offense there. But in either way, Fort Collins stopped what they ran and went backwards 10 yards. So great job by the Lampkin defense. 4th and 19 now. Knutson needs one of his booming kicks. And pretty good. Not his best, but not too bad.
Great tackle.
And let's see who that is. Let's give that man credit. Number 8. Ryan Ressler. 5'9", 155-pound senior. So 6:38 left now in this football game. We told you this was going to come down to the wire. Both teams very evenly matched. And both teams are going to have to do something to win it. Fossil Ridge either has to get the ball and keep it, or Fort Collins has to run down the field and score. And Rimmers and Fossil Ridge defense stiff. Really the difference in the game, Cody, is that Fossil Ridge has been able to complete a few passes, especially the one for a touchdown, and Fort Collins has just not been able to get anything going in the passing game.
It really just been a few plays against really zero. I mean, I guess one, they scored on the touchdown, but just haven't been able to duplicate that.
And both teams, when they do something, then the penalties. He's got people coming after him, and there was nobody to pass it to.
He should have ran. He had that hole.
He did.
Looking for.
But he was looking. Another update from this Denver tournament. Volleyball, Collins 3, Rock Canyon 1. Collins 2-0 so far, and he did not, he got on the second Iverson, big, strong quarterback, gets the first down. He did not have it at first, but he was able to, and again, clock stops with a first down, so 5:28 left. Collins was driving the last time they had the ball, but it fumbled the ball. Clock running, 5:10 left. And perfect pass to number 11. He gets away.
Stayed in bounds, though.
That's Evan Slack, 5'9" junior. You'll see what these two teams are made of. Last week, the Lampkins won, only scored 9 points. This week, the Lampkins have scored 6. 2 missed extra points and a field goal in the 2 games. Up the middle now. No gain. I believe that's Bruchario. And injury on the field, injury timeout. We'll listen to the band here. Having a few people come out, so we'll go ahead and take a commercial break, and we'll be right back. 14-6 our score. Lampkins driving. Second and 9. Scrambling is Iverson. He's going to get up the middle, and again, that's Fort Collins' most effective play is Iverson running at this point. Injured player. Was Van Orden, Andrew Van Orden. Looked like a lower leg injury. Walked off the field. Up the middle. So you can tell Coach Rice has a plan here in his play calling.
He's trying to score, but not score too quickly.
Yeah, he's going up the middle.
Just breaking
trying
through.
to lull him to sleep a little bit. 3:23. I'm sure he's got some kind of gadget play in his toolbox. And going to call another timeout. Not another, going to call their timeout. Scoreboard says have 2 left. So we'll take a timeout here. You see Coach Rice talking to his team. We'll be back shortly. Big play here.
Fourth down.
4th down and 2.
Really is the game here, folks.
They're going to try to get him to jump off first. And jet sweep.
He's going to keep
option.
it.
He keeps the ball and does not get it. Fossil Ridge holds him.
What a push. They both got stood up, and it's just who's going to
just
shove harder.
Man on man, who's going to take it. So Fossil Ridge takes it on downs, which plenty of time still for Fort Collins to get the ball back. But with that, Fossil Ridge should be able to run off a minute. There'll be a timeout after each play. But bigger yet, Fossil Ridge, unless they make an error, should be able to punt the ball and put Fort Collins deep in their territory if they can't make a couple of first downs. A couple of first downs and ball game's over. We'll see what they do if they choose to run the ball. They do. Sherrill holds on to it.
Not calling a timeout yet.
Yep, they're going to.
I mean, they did stop him pretty quickly on Fossil Ridge's last possession.
But what Fossil Ridge has to understand, and I remember in basketball, when the other team speeds up, you speed up, but you don't want to speed up. Mm-hmm. You want to slow down. Take every second off of that play clock.
I think the Lampkins are.
And they're not doing that. He needs to turn around and look.
I think they're confident that
okay,
they
now
get
they
third
are
and fourth
now
down.
He's waiting for the back judge to signal 5 seconds. And Fossil Ridge is going to call a timeout. So 2:24 left. Pretty good timeout. Sometimes you need to, as a coach, you need to call a timeout and say, all right, guys, this is what we're doing. Let me remind you, we have 2:24 left. We have the lead. We don't need to be in a hurry. What else would you tell them, Coach Cody?
You have timeouts if you need them. If you see something wrong, don't necessarily risk it. But I think Fossil Ridge has to get, for sure, 1 first down, maybe 2 to really win this game. And the last possession, I don't think they made it past the line of scrimmage.
No, they went back 10 yards.
Still need to be aggressive. You can't just hand it off and go to the ground.
Yeah. Yeah, 1 first down at the minimum. Good fake.
Uh-oh. But that stops the clock, saves him a timeout.
Mosser, they have to understand they're going to be trying to knock the ball out of your hands, and that's all they did right there. Somebody just came up and clubbed the ball, and
that's what I'm sure the Lampkin coaching staff was saying at the timeout. Now it's time to go for the strip. Why not?
Fortunate they weren't in the middle of the field when that happened. That could have been a pick up and go. 2:18 left. Ball went out of bounds, so it stopped the clock. Kravik around the right side, trying to get, and will not. So timeout called now by Fort Collins. That couldn't have worked out really much better for Fort Collins.
We need a really nice punt here.
2:07 left.
This is where special teams really comes into play. You don't want to give it to them in the 20. If you can pin them back in the 10-5, they can go the full length of the field, which they have not proven they could do this evening.
The other thing is they have to cover the kick. They can't give anybody a lane out there and lose it on a kick return. Fossil Ridge has certainly got conservative in their play calling, and again, I go back to, three drives ago when they passed the ball 3 times. This game would be over if they'd have run the ball at that point, and they were on the other side. They were in Fort Collins territory, so sometimes it's not just the players.
We need a strategic punt here.
Knutson, really good runner. I'm sure if he had something wide open, he didn't even look to. Nice punt. They need to go get that. They're letting it.
Grab it.
In Fossil Ridge. Good job by receiving person for Collins. I believe that was number 10. So here we go, folks.
You're in your
McGarity.
2-minute offense.
Well,
for
2-minute
Collins.
offense or gadget play. I kept thinking last week that Rocky Mountain was going to pull something out. They had the exact same situation, only they could have won with a touchdown extra point. The best that the Lambkins can do is tie. Going deep.
Man open. I think his calf cramped up.
Number 4.
What a catch, though.
Great is a great pass and catch.
On the 45-yard line, you stop the clock with the first down, 1:48 left. You can open up your playbook a little more now.
That's Vilpando. I apologize if I'm not pronouncing that exactly right. Again, it looks. So no holding call there. And he wants to play, so he's not too happy laying down there on his back. Biggest offensive play of the game for. And now what you got, Cody, is you get down here, now you open it up. Hail Mary-ish type things if that's what it comes down to. But Fossil Ridge, you're going to have to stop them.
You got one timeout left if you have one of your favorite run plays and they're playing that kind of deep cover pass defense. Might be able to trick him into.
I guarantee you Coach Rice has some things up his sleeve here. Now you hear the Collins fans.
Got a flag. False start.
It's unfortunate.
Your own crowd pumped you up too much.
Well, I'm not sure. The Sabercat bench of players pointed out. Then the official called it, so I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. He's trying to get his hanky out of his.
The coaching staff of the Lambkins just turned towards the crowd and said, quiet down over there. Oh, a block in the back.
And they're not going to call that.
What a hit. Number 48. Oh, my gosh.
Wow.
I'm not sure what the roar of the crowd. There's definitely a no call on the block in the back.
Yeah,
I don't know if they're looking for a late hit on the.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
But that was
right in front of the official.
Was not a late hit.
And open for everybody to see, so not.
Lambkins catch a break.
Everybody's human, so. And the only reason we say that is because they call about 100 of those every game. So maybe that's the one they decided to let go. Didn't have anything to do with the play, so. Kind of like palming in basketball, huh? Back to pass again. Almost got sacked.
He caught it and he did not step out of bounds. Oh my gosh, what a catch.
Almost.
Wow.
Almost sacked too. Looked like his toes were out of bounds, but the officials were right there on the call.
Defender blew by him. He tipped the ball up to himself, didn't step out of bounds, got 5, 6 more yards. Big play there. And stopped the clock.
So we're getting a lesson here in football. Inside the tackles, there is no block in the back. So that's why they didn't call that block in the back. 1:23 left, 1st and 10 from the 32. Definitely in a place where they could Hail Mary if they needed to. They may not need to.
A blitz from Sabercats.
Gets out, wide open. Intercepted, I believe. Intercepted by the Sabercats.
On the 1 yard line.
No, it's a touchback.
No, they're not going to give it to him. It is on the 1 yard line. Wow. He had room to run.
For the first down, I believe.
Or he had one man to beat, but he threw it up. Took a chance for the touchdown, which I guess with this about a minute left, you got to take a chance.
Iverson throws it down into double or triple coverage. His man not able to get up high enough. I'm not sure what you do here with a minute 12. Only one timeout, so Fossil Ridge, and here's a timeout. Fossil Ridge takes a timeout, so we'll take our last timeout here, and we'll be back. 14-6, this barn burner, minute 12 left, Fossil Ridge ahead. What would you do? You got to go up. So we'll see what Fossil Ridge does. You got to run up the middle is what you got to do. You can't go wide.
If you're the Lampkins, you got to go all-out blitz, but also have to be aware of the bootleg for a big run.
Yeah, we've seen plays like this many times on this field where everybody's playing something and somebody scoots through because there's nobody in the backfield to. Once you get past the linebackers.
And he gets by, gets some breathing room on the 5 yard line.
See who that was. Was that Sherrill, 24? Looks like it. No, that was Knutson, I believe. Put the senior in there, Knutson, Casey Knutson, who's probably one of the better athletes in the city. Letting the clock run. I'm not sure when Coach Rice is going to call a timeout here. Or if he knows, maybe he doesn't have a. So I would take a knee.
I think Collins is confident they can get him to. Well, is there one timeout left by the Lampkins or no?
Well, that might be wrong on the scoreboard. I thought there was a lot of.
I think it's 100% wrong. I'm not sure.
Yeah, we thought they had one more timeout, but
the board.
Tell you folks,
that is ball game.
It's a huge win for Fossil Ridge Sabercats program, just in general, to be able to beat their crosstown rival. 14-6. Game ends on really what Iverson had to do. We kept thinking they had a timeout, but they didn't. So Iverson really had to kind of go to the end zone, goes to the end zone.
That changed our whole broadcast.
Yeah, and he gets picked off. Fossil Ridge gets the ball, goes out about 5 yards. Really didn't, they need to get away from the 1 yard line. But they got away, and they end up winning the game 14-6. Really tremendous game here by these two teams. And they all say we'll see it football or we'll see it soccer. Or we're going to have these same two teams in the soccer match on September 25th. So you're going to be seeing a lot of Fossil Ridge. You're going to be seeing them in volleyball play each other. You're going to be seeing them in basketball play each other. So we're going to be seeing them in wrestling. So this rivalry is nonstop with every sport. So anyway, that's it. For the Double D, filling in tonight for Max Finks. Good to see him tonight. Cody McCoy, our final score 14-6. Sabercats over the Lambkins. You've been watching Stream It Sports here on ASBN.TV.
It's Northern Colorado High School football, live on Stream It Sports NoCo. This broadcast has been brought to you by Jim's Wings, Northern Colorado's favorite wings since 1991. By Pedersen Toyota in Fort Collins, everything cars made easy. And by First Bank. Visit any of our convenient locations in Northern Colorado. First Bank, banking for good.